I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Well, we're indoors again today. Bad weather outside without a doubt. You know, this is a good time to tear your guns apart and do some cleaning. One of the guns I really haven't shown anything about tearing apart is the SR22, the Ruger SR22. It's a little bit different than some of the others, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you that and how to go about it. So let's get you down here and I'm going to show you how to take this gun apart. Okay, here we got the Ruger SR22, and like I said, just at first sight it looks like any other gun. You've got your safety and you've got all that sort of stuff on it, but it's a little bit different taking this thing apart. There's no pin, there's nothing that, you know, where you slide down like this, pull the trigger and all that sort of stuff. Actually what it is, to take it down, and we're going to be getting to this, but right underneath here, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's right up in here, there is a bar, a little switch thing almost like. If I can get my finger on the right spot, I got to turn around and look there. It's right underneath the trigger guard, and that has to be pulled down. Well, we're going to be getting to that, because the first thing you want to do is make sure everything's safe, right? Well, I happen to know this gun's already loaded. And one of the ways is there is a little port right up here in the top that you probably can't see because it's not that easy to see. It's got a little bitty one and you can look it around, it's in there. But also I know it's loaded. So we pop out the magazine, which is loaded. Now we want to eject the shell that's in it, which we have right there. Okay, now we know it's ready, right? Alright, one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure this hammer is down, because that is important at getting this thing apart and disassembling and reassembling it. And what you do with it is we pull it back like this, and we actually take the safety off. We now got it cocked. We got the safety off. Of course, there's no round in there, so we don't need to worry about it. Now, how do you get the slide off? Again, you go back to this little lever and you pull that lever down, and this is where it gets real hard, because there, I got it. That's why it's a good thing I got some fingernails, because otherwise you're going to use a screwdriver in here. You pull that all the way down like that. Now what you do with it is you pull the slide back and pick it up. You got to get it back, pick it up, slide it forward, and it comes right off like that. You got your spring inside of here. You see that? There's your spring assembly. You got your slide. Now you can clean out your slide. But the difference is, you notice the barrel didn't come out. The barrel is secured. And I'm not going to take it off there because it doesn't need to be taken off. You can clean that without anything else. You can do all your cleaning you want to do in here. But say you do want to replace that barrel, you have to. I don't know if you can see this or not, because it's actually, I'll pull that trigger there. Right here, I'll put my finger on it, and then hopefully you can see it as I bring it up there. I don't know if you can or not. There, maybe you can right there. Right down in there, right in here, there is a set screw. That uses an Allen wrench to get that screw out of there. That is really, really in there, and there's a reason, because you really don't need to be taking that barrel out. Unless for some reason, some off reason, and in most cases then a gunsmith's going to have it anyway. But if you need to change out the barrel, you can. So that's all you do with it. I mean, she's ready to clean. You clean this up. Now what you have to do is to reassemble it, because there is no notch like on a lot of your other barrels. It's got a hole down in here, right down in here, and you take this, you go into here and get that in there. Now you got your spring in there, you can see it sticking in there, and this is where it can start getting a little bit tricky. We want to line this up with the hole that's down in the bottom here. So I want to get the barrel so that it's there, and what I'll do is I'll take this like this, and I'll take the spring, put it up there so that it goes into the hole. Now it's into that hole that I was telling you about. And then you pull it back, just like you did before. Get it matched up. Make sure she's in there good, because if you don't, push it down, pull it forward, and there it is. Now, don't forget this lever. This lever down here, push it all the way down, snap it in. You heard it snap. Now she's ready to go this way. And remember, this thing has got, when I take this safety off, it drops the hammer. It's got that sort of a thing where it's one of those hammer drop safeties on this gun. So it'll put it into place, and then you just load it back up. Okay, say I want to put the round in there first. You know, a lot of guns you actually have to put it in like this and then reload the magazine. With this one, it's not all that bad. Take it back here. We will lock it into place like this. I will take the round of ammo, and it loads pretty doggone easy. Drops right into place. Now, point in a safe direction, take it off, and it's in there and ready to go. Put my magazine in. I've got my safety on. Hammer's down. It's all safe. She's ready to fire. If I have to, I take safety off, I pull the trigger, and she's ready to go. So that's how to disassemble and reassemble a Ruger SR22. Well, hopefully you were able to see most of this. I know it's really kind of difficult to be able to see some of those spots and what have you on them like that. But just be sure that it's unloaded, like I showed you, and you don't really need to take that barrel out. I mean, so the barrel's in there good. Leave it in there unless there's just a reason for it needing to be changed out. Otherwise, you can get it everything the way it is, and it's not that hard of a gun to disassemble. I did have one reason I did this is I had a person ask, "How the blazes do you get that thing apart?" And you didn't look. It does tell you in your manual, and you always want to read your manual, but it does tell you about that little lever that's up underneath there, and that's all you got to remember. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.